Hey everyone, Passion Guard here, and today I figured why not tell you guys of how I got into video games. I felt that would be interesting to tell, even though it's not really a crazy story, but let's get into it. Um, Ever since I was a baby, my mom used to play Pac-Man, and yeah, I think I just kept watching her play it, and she eventually taught me how to play. Once I kept playing Pac-Man, I still wasn't good as her. You know, she was really good at avoiding all the ghosts and whatnot. But I eventually moved on to Mortal Kombat. And at the time, there were a lot of arcades around, and I would just simply try my best to play Mortal Kombat. When I say play, I was pretty much doing a lot of button smashing. I did not really know what I was doing, but I was fascinated with the graphics and what was going on the screen. It was something new to me. And so after that, a few of my cousins, they owned a Sega and then eventually a PlayStation 1. I would always see them play a bunch of video games, games that we know today, like, Legend of Zelda and many more. Eventually, I saw someone playing Metal Gear, but I forgot who exactly it was. But back to the story, like, yeah, I used to see a lot of family members playing so much games, and that's when I started picking up on how to play some of them. And then I believe on my own, I started playing Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, Sonic, and yeah, the rest is history. And I think the main games that I really started to play like religiously, like all the time, was Call of Duty. Started with Call of Duty Black Ops 1 on PS3. And after that, I started playing, a lot of WWE games and stuff. Well, I was playing WWE games before I got my hands on Call of Duty. The first wrestling game that I really got heavily into was SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. I remember seeing it for $10 at Tommy K's. And that was my first like real wrestling, you know, experience for a video game. I had one before for PS1. I don't remember what it was called. It was probably called Monday Night Raw or War. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really know, but the mechanics were kind of, weird. So I never really got into it after that. But yeah, SmackDown vs. Raw was like the first wrestling game I really got into, and ever since then I was just going back and playing games that I missed out on, like SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain. And I think one of my cousins owned Raw, one of their Raw games. So I tried that out. Wasn't really used to it, but yeah, that pretty much explains like where it all started, the whole gaming and whatnot. But I could tell you specifically in order which consoles I got first. So I remember I had like a little Atari at first. I remember having that. And then eventually I had a PS1. Well, I had a Sega Genesis, but I was a baby. And from what I remember, my mom said I was trying to chew on the controllers. So I don't really count that because it ended up being given to one of my family members instead because I was going to try to eat it. But yeah, PlayStation 1 was my first console, I remember. And then the original Xbox. Eventually GameCube, and PlayStation 2 was my last one for that generation of consoles. And after that, I got the Xbox 360. I remember getting Conan the Barbarian, Beowulf, and it had two free games in there. There was a Forza game and Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I believe. It was such a blast. And then I finally got a PS3. I was just like, I have all these consoles. This is so amazing. And then, yeah, here we are. So, I just love gaming. Gaming has like really helped me get through a lot of rough times. So, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the world can relate. You know, it helped you get out of stupid situations. You're more indoors and just keeping to yourself, doing something harmless, you know, just playing video games instead of being out there doing ridiculous things. So I'm really happy for my family introducing me to video games because I don't know if I would have made this YouTube channel if that wasn't the case. So shout out to my family for introducing me to video games. I love them. I'll never stop loving them. I'm gonna be an old person and still play video games. Like I'm gonna be so cool. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little random story that no one asked for. I just figured why not share it with you guys. And shout out to PlayStation Fanboy for recently commenting on one of my Destiny collection videos. I remember seeing that you said you liked hearing my voice, so this is specifically for you. And yeah, it's awesome to hear that you platinumed Destiny 1 and 2. I'm really happy to hear about that. And also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I also appreciate any type of support that anyone gives. So, with that being said, that's enough of the story right there, pretty much. I hope everyone has a safe weekend. And, yeah, keep your chin up. Whatever you want to reach, whatever goal you want to reach, you'll get there. It'll take some time. Don't rush it. Enjoy the journey while you can. I'm Passion Guard and I'm signing out. Thanks again for the love and support.